Good evening, everybody. This is the Ventures House Radio Show with your boy DJ Rocky, remote location. We are in Sunny Chiba Studios. Of course, this is the WNUR HD1 in Evanston, Chicago. We are following up with the Cinema Sessions crew. I have Jerome Orr, Mr. Nate, and Ms. Sharice. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
So, we've gone through some different changes from when you guys were previously on the show. Just for all intents purposes, the Cinema Sessions that was at the cinema on 87th Street is no longer in existence. So they've been on the road, moving around a couple of different places. First stop was
Naughty Lux. No, actually, our first stop was 10-3.
It was 10-3.
10-3
Event space, yep.
on 103rd, 619 East 103rd Street.
okay. So then we decided to move to the Naughty Lux.
Yes.
Okay. So with the biggest part of this is to keep this going because again, this is something positive for the culture.
Absolutely.
And I've always told you guys I always love what's going on, and all my praises to you guys, especially Mr. Orr, because creating opportunities is what's big, and creating a dialogue and a dialect, being able to basically bring people together that's normally not together, which is absolutely wonderful. So now you have now another established place. So tell me where we are now.
So we are at the Bartend Doors. It's 1251 West Taylor Street, not far from UIC.
Okay.
Chicago.
Chicago.
0607. I have to put that in there because
Yes.
I was advised to do that.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So we you guys have I think one of the biggest things, and I give you guys credit to, is you guys have changed the game on this, and I think this is big, especially for the house music culture, especially for Chicago house music culture, even more than that. We've had different conversations. I've brought in different people, and I try to get their perspective on the view of the house music scene, specifically Chicago, and then also on how what we do affects everybody else, with this being the core of the existence of house music anyway. What we do affects a lot of people directly, but affects even more indirectly because they just don't, some people don't know. We could talk about house music, and there are people that love house music and they don't know nothing about where it started from and how the the origin started. So I think with what you guys do in regards to the cinema sessions and creating different avenues for everybody is big. So I'm gonna ask each one of you a question first, and I'm glad you came. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it 1,000%. So, Nate, since you do most of the production side of it, and what do you how do you develop the scheme for when you guys are doing your show? So, like, I know when people view it, first of all, Cinema Sessions is on Twitch, and I want to make sure you guys know to go on Twitch and look for Cinema Sessions. It is cinema. Is it just Cinema Sessions?
Yes,
or
Cinema Sessions. Twitch.tv/Cinema Sessions. All one word.
Okay.
No spaces.
All right. So make sure everybody sign up for this, please, and check them out. So how do you? Well, you know what? I'm gonna start here first because you are affected by her. So
Right. So what I'll do while you're doing that.
you got you. Okay. All right. So, Miss Sharice,
Yes.
tell me, how do you I know we touched on this before. How do you plan and organize the DJs that come in?
There's really no set strategy, quite
Okay.
frankly. But Nate and I, we powwow, we get together, we talk almost daily about what we want to do with cinema sessions, where we wanted to go, what type of environment we want to have
Okay.
for each of the Thursday night events. So we just kind of try to pair DJs up based off of the vibe that we know that they can provide.
Okay.
Or sometimes we want to break DJs up that we constantly see together. We've always at other parties see this DJ with this DJ. We kind of want to be able to let them network over the ones and twos, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Because we'll hear a sound that we're going, I think this DJ would sound awesome, followed by this DJ, or tag teaming with that DJ. So we do that, and then we also try to make sure that we're including our core DJs, our 10, in the mix. And we try to, put some of the newcomers on. There's tons and tons. We've got a list that's, like pages long of new DJs in Chicago, because there's so much talent out there.
Okay.
And, we'll listen to their SoundCloud, Mixcloud, go, hear them play live. And, if we can see where they can fit in, we try to throw them into the rotation, because that's really what it's all about, is trying to, gain exposure for some of the DJs that really don't have a home.
Gotcha. All right. So, with that being said, how do you because I know you're Mr. Behind the scenes on everything, and that's great, because nothing is successful with everybody who sits in front of the camera. Everything that goes on behind the camera is really the structure of what happens. So, what does your day consist of on a Thursday, walking into cinema sessions?
Well, my schedule recently changed, so I'm not there to set up. But initially, when we started, Jerome pulled myself, Sharice, and our sound engineer into it, Anthony, DJ Anthony. And what we would end up doing is we would have to. So initially, we started out with a laptop, a green screen, camera, and some lights. So we have to set that up, and it's like you want to make sure everything's okay, because you have a mixer. We actually have two mixers. I plug into a smaller mixer so we can get the audio to Twitch, and then I also record it the audio digitally.
Okay.
Then we have Anthony setting up subs, monitors, speakers, controller, lights,
camera action.
Right. So it's like a whole bunch of stuff, and then over time we just evolved. So I started out using Streamlab OBS, and it was like we started just trying different things. So it was like grab different backgrounds, put it on the green screen, see how people reacted to it. And what I would initially do is I would pull it up, and I would let Jerome, Sharice, Anthony, different DJs see it, so to get their feedback.
Okay.
And they pretty much liked whatever I put up, so it's like, okay, cool. So it's like I know to move forward. So I would just find different things, and when it came to the DJs, I would have to ask them for their logos if they had one.
Right.
Of course, their name, and then I would try to find something that would fit them, like as far as the background. So like we had one DJ, Stephen Cozy. So the first time he streamed for us, what I ended up doing is I found a GIF of Tom from Tom and Jerry. He was in a blanket, and he cuddled up on a chair, a chair similar to this. So that was his backdrop. So as he played, that's what you saw.
Okay.
For Claudius Funk, I found a little dude holding his nose and spraying.
Right.
So I put that in the corner. So wherever Claudius was, I put that on the side of him, so it was like it was spraying him. You know. So it just I would just try to find something that would fit the situation.
Okay.
Then the DJs. Then a couple of months back, we ran into Sonny Chiba and Manny, and we got with them, and it just evolved.
Right.
So Sonny's more of the background guy. I do some of the background work. He does more of it because
Okay.
he's more equipped to do it.
Okay.
So I just feed off of him.
Okay. Shout out, Sonny. First of all,
Yes, yes.
thank you for the location today. So, Mr. Orr, don't think I forgot about you. Yep. Sorry. Nope. I don't think so. So first of all, when I found out, I extended my condolences at that time. So I'm doing it verbally as well.
I appreciate it.
Again,
Well received.
I've given you. I try to give you as many flowers as possible because again, Southside needed something, and I think that what you guys again, I can't even express it again on how significant it is because we, Chicago house culture, doesn't fit the Chicago house scene. Because the Chicago house scene started out as unity. Everybody got along with everybody. There was always, a party on Friday, a party on Saturday, a party here. We've gotten to the point now, it's like you got to flip a coin and try to say, you know what, I don't want to go to the north side, or I don't feel like driving all the way out to so-and-so because there's 5 parties going on. We don't have the unity that we started out with. But again, that's
True.
neither here nor there because we have egos, unfortunately. So back to the kudos for Cinema Session startup. So I give you again a ton of credit for that because I think that is huge. So now, Mr. Orr, I know you do your Monday nights, or is it Monday? It's Monday mornings, right?
Well, as of lately, it's not been any days since I made the transition from the movie theater. I started a career elsewhere. So
Okay.
Now my time schedule changed because of my work schedule.
Okay.
So hopefully the plan is to kick it off now as opposed to 12 o'clock on Mondays. It would be I Love Music to Mondays at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So
All right. So let's look that up too. Is it Jerome Orr on Twitch?
I
Or
Love Music too.
I Love Music too on Twitch. Please look that up. This brother creates a lot of avenues for music. He does not play the same Hot 25.
Yeah, I'll say this also. He highlights a lot of DJs. What'll happen is they'll send him their latest release, well, soon to be released, and he'll highlight them on his show. He'll give you the name of the artist, the name of the track, and a lot of people really don't do that. A lot of people don't do that.
Oh yeah, though track ID is almost hard nowadays because a lot of people. I mean, I've noticed that a lot of especially on Twitch, having the moderators. Usually the moderators can start. They start doing that now, which is they start showing a little work. So again, now 4 p.m. on Mondays, Central Standard Time. I love house music.
I Love Music to Mondays.
I love music to Monday. So please check that out. Like I said again, if you don't know music, or if you're trying to find something new, I guarantee you, I can guarantee, and there's not too much stuff I guarantee, but this brother introduces music regularly. It is, yes, and again, creating, now this is mad respect. It's creating different avenues for different things. So we can't go to 87 no more. We can't find out what new music is. Look him up. I guarantee you, because he even advertises them too when he plays something. That's big. That's huge. So track IDs, yes.
Jerome, are you still findable on Twitch under I am DJ Jerome?
Yep.
Oh,
Twitch is
okay.
I am DJ Jerome O. The show is I Love Music 2 Mondays.
Okay.
And that's the number 2.
That's the number 2, the letter 0.
Yes, I am DJ Jerome
0.
0.
Yeah. So
Okay.
hopefully I'm gonna relaunch tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
Cool.
So what so since this was your baby, have you started thinking about baby number two? Well, baby number two actually would probably be your Monday show. So let's add another member to this family. So have you thought about trying to take this to another level as well?
Well, right now, with the hiccup I had in life, life was life in me, so I had to, take a hiatus and really sit back in the background for a moment. Went through some dark times the last 2 months. My two people right here, they took the lead on everything, and they helped me get through some dark times, and they got it going in the direction where it's going right now. I haven't took the initiative to move further right now.
Okay.
I'm still trying to get everything reacclimated with life and living, and getting back into the workforce and catching up on some things. So in the meantime, these two have been holding cinema sessions down. So kudos and much respect to Reese and Nate for everything that you guys have been doing, continue to do, and growing the platform for Chicago.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
It wouldn't have happened without Jerome,
Exactly.
but thank you.
Exactly.
well, I mean, this is a family. So
It is,
you know,
absolutely.
Definitely is.
And the best thing about house music is with family is no one struggles alone.
Right.
No one moves forward alone, and so it's good to have great support, and
Exactly.
that's the point of this. So yeah.
We've got a great core of DJs, and I'll just call them admins right now. They're
Right.
our moderators, and other friends that help us to do this.
Yeah. 'Cause-
And everybody is supportive of everybody's endeavors.
yeah.
That's in cinema sessions and outside of cinema sessions.
Right. And when when the theater closed, we had a lot of people reaching out to us, directing us, pushing us in different directions, trying to say, hey, check out this place. This place is looking for something. So we had a lot of people that's DJ for us, or that just came out to support us. Sending us different information on what we might, think we might
Do the relaunch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and then people offering, other support and advice, on
Yeah.
how to, move forward,
Yes. How?
rebrand, build stronger. So
Yeah.
yeah, cinema sessions never died.
It didn't.
We just, had a
We just moved
temporary
locations.
homelessness. So.
Well, not what?
but
Not necessarily,
but,
because
yeah, let's say
so
we had people that opened doors.
we
and
did,
So we
and
cannot,
we had
let this
the
pass
owners,
without. Yes.
right? The owners of Naughty Lux.
Yes.
We called them at the last minute. Matter of fact, one of the co-owner, Pam Mack,
Yes.
she was on a plane getting ready to go out of town when we reached out to her, and her response was, "Hey, you reach out to DJ Konsu, I'll reach out to my bar star. If they agree, I'll next day the keys to Konsu, and you guys have Thursday."
Yeah.
And
And
we appreciate it because it was
The
like
very
she
next
didn't
day
have
she
to.
did.
Right.
Right.
The very next day, he had the keys, and we were good to go.
Okay.
yes.
Again, that's just again because of what you guys create, people see, and they gravitate to it. I mean,
Absolutely.
So I think that's epic. That's epic. Okay, so today is what I can't know what day of the week is. What we gotta do? Yeah,
14
14th.
Monday.
Correct. We are going into this week, so who do you guys have this Thursday coming up?
Ooh, we always gotta look.
Right. Give me
It's
a
like
second.
the week start to run
Okay.
together. We start to run
So
together.
that'll be the 18th. So we will be at our new home, which is the Bar 10
Bar 10
Doors,
Mhm.
1251 West Taylor, Chicago, Illinois 60607. The DJs that we'll have will be the Gorilla, DJ Ramon, aka the Beast, whatever you want to call him, Rockin'
Smash.
Ridge.
Tony Kite.
Tony Kite.
Tony Kite.
We changed it up.
That might be a little surprise.
Okay, well.
We might have five this
Okay,
Thursday.
well.
Don't know.
Okay, so look, hey, so this is new to me.
But see,
They don't tell me everything.
See, things with cinema sessions could change at any minute. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as of yesterday, we might have 5.
Right,
We'll see.
because hey, look,
Yeah.
we've had a couple of sessions where we had to scrub
The whole set,
The
like
whole set.
minutes before.
Wow.
So, yeah, so it was like we got a executive order come down. Hey, whoever you got for this day, they got to be rescheduled.
Right. Move them to next week. Move them to tomorrow. Move them to wherever.
Right.
Okay.
The only thing I can say is, may I ask why?
But I
Told
mean,
me why, and I was.
yeah, and there's been times when we've had to scrub on our own, going,
Yeah.
all right, well, this person
True.
can't make it, this person can't make it, so who's coming? And we'll do it. And the good thing about Nate and I is that we don't freak out. Everybody else tends to freak out, like, oh my goodness, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, hey, I'm not worried about this. It's like, we're blessed, we're highly favored, we're well liked,
Right.
We're able to call the house community.
Right.
Go,
And,
hey,
and the funny thing is, we have people like Rocky that we could
Absolutely.
call, and like the weekend that you were gone.
yes.
Rocky Floyd, Venice House Station.
Right.
Right.
He just happened to come in for something else, but he was roped into interviewing.
Yes.
Yeah, that,
Yes.
volunteering me for stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. So
Anyway, yeah.
But anyway, okay, yeah, so,
so
all right.
so okay. I'm
Yes.
sorry. So for
I
April
gotta go,
18th.
DJ. I'm sorry, I gotta go.
Okay, go ahead. So April 18th, we have DJ Ramon, Rockin' Reggie, Tony Kite,
JM3. Yep.
and DJ Caddy.
Yes.
So we'll have 5 DJs, which we rarely do 5 DJs, but we're going to get back to our original format, which is 2 residents and a guest.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Might throw in a extra here and there.
Okay.
And we have something different that we're going to try towards the end of the evening.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So, here's a question. So, I mean, I know the essential of this is, of course, is house music. Have you guys thought about entertaining different scenarios of music?
It's funny you asked that because we
Very
actually had a
funny.
conversation about it yesterday. Yeah, I mean, and it's not our first conversation, but this one it sparked from another idea, something that we wanted to do for the community on the South Side, and yeah, we entertained, doing
Something down the line?
some
Okay.
multiple genres, I should say,
Okay.
and relatively soon, within the next 2 months.
Oh,
We'll see.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's great to hear. Even Chicago is the birth of house music. It's also I think all the soul music comes from here. I mean, no offense to anybody else. No offense to New York and wherever any else wants to claim where music came from. But
right.
we blow it hard when we do it. So I just think it's good.
I look at it as Chicago is a hub for many things, and music
is.
Absolutely.
is at the top.
I
is.
tell everybody that. That is my. You took my line.
I'm
Chicago is
sorry.
a hub for every. I mean, for real. I tell everybody this all the time. I mean, you can come to Chicago. Now this is not even just house scene. You can come to Chicago, and it may not be the original Philly cheesesteak, but it is close.
It's darn close.
You can come here and get California pizza, but you can't go to California and get
Chicago.
Nope.
not at all.
No way.
The cultures that we have in this city is amazing
It is.
compared to a lot of the cities I've been to. So, shout out Chicago, but
Indeed.
no,
Absolutely.
but house music is the ish. So, all right. So, what we got about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna I'm controversial, so I had to think.
Are
Okay.
you want to torture us in our own torture chamber?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So, drama time. Da, 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 da. Is there any DJ that has played that will not ever
I knew that question was
come? well,
I knew it was coming.
will not be the primary vote to get back in.
Yes.
We have
Yes,
one.
indeed.
You have one?
We have
Just one?
two.
Okay.
I might be forgetting who the other one is,
There's
but
two.
but the thing is,
You know, that's a woman. They don't never
yeah,
forget.
yeah. One in particular was before the theater. Go ahead. Before the theater closed.
You know, you know what?
I'm not going to get a scenario. I'm just going to say.
No, I would much rather you give a scenario than a name.
I'm not going to get a name.
I'll just say it was a very entertaining evening.
It very much was.
And,
So-
and the scenario comes up in discussion often.
All the time.
Okay.
So
I like the fact that it was entertaining only because we know people were watching, they were listening.
it didn't burn us.
That's the best part of it. It really could have crashed and burned us, but it did not.
Okay. I don't think
so-
it would though.
Well, we've had discussions
kinda-
about
yeah.
it, and part of it is that I think that you have to protect your brand. at all
Absolutely.
costs.
Right.
And that particular night, even though it was a funny situation, we realized we did not protect our brand.
Right.
We didn't do what we were
Right.
supposed to do.
Okay.
Well, no, and I'll take the. I blamed it on Jerome, but I
But
did
it
it
wasn't
jokingly
100%
because the thing
on him,
was
though.
I didn't do my part. I
Right.
misunderstood what was said to me, and I booked that person.
Okay.
So
And I didn't do my part, which is to go behind them and go, all right, has this person been fully vetted?
exactly. So, but it was more on me because, as you said earlier, we feed off of one another.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, when she makes a call, I don't necessarily, question it. We'll talk about it, and same thing with me. If now she disagrees with something, we have few disagreements because we generally know how the other things and
Right.
what how it work out. But that particular day, it was one of those, hey, okay, cool. And the funny thing about that night was usually around 6:30, 7 o'clock, that's when our Twitch traffic would pop in. Between 6:30, we may have like 6, 7 people in the chat.
Right.
But for some reason, that night, we had about 30 people in the chat
At 6.
at 6.
Okay.
Never happened.
Never happened.
And there were
And-
some pretty key individuals that were tuned in and listening.
Well, the funny thing is because that just tells you that it was gonna be different that day.
You're
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
And like Sheree said, it was an interesting night because one, we had some key people that pop into our chat. Sometimes they won't say anything. And actually, one of, I'll say the name because he talked about it when he was here. Stacy Kidd was one of them.
Okay.
And he pops in, and the chat is just going wild. They're dogging this dude out, and we're like, he can see this shit
Because we
I'm
have a
sorry.
monitor.
We had a monitor with the stream in front of
him.
the DJ,
Mm-hmm.
but he never looked up and read the chat because he was just having
He was having a ball.
enjoying himself. But
Wow.
the chat was dogging him out, and we were sitting there like, oh, this is not good at all.
Wow.
But
I
with
gotta
that,
go back and find this one. Okay.
it was crazy because Stacy Kidd was like, "Hey, I'm out." So we like,
Well, we
So
had a
then-
couple people that because I tagged a few people like, hey,
Yeah.
pop in and listen. And then one person said, I stayed for 3 minutes. I tried, and I said, oh God.
right,
So that
Wow.
that ended up being a conversation later.
right.
Wow.
But-
okay.
But the better part was that the DJs that followed him, they killed it. So
Yes, they did.
so it was more like, okay,
And the traffic increased, and we got
Right.
the people that left the chat to come back.
Back.
Right.
So-
right. So
Didn't lose it, which was good.
no, we
mm-mm.
didn't. We
Yeah.
didn't.
No.
That's cool. So,
Yeah.
Uh, I I I've been fortunate enough to be blessed around you guys. I really think
Our
you.
connection to you is blessed.
Exactly.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna keep this as real as possible on this. So, people have been normally flower giving more lately to me, which it's uncomfortable for me
It's uncomfortable for
because
me as well. We've
because
had a
I
conversation
I
about
don't
that.
I
Exactly.
it's music.
Yeah,
Everybody has it. Everybody plays it, that's just the way I feel about it.
and it's what you do.
Well, yeah,
Right.
I there was a saying I remember a while ago that if you stay humble, you get blessed. I don't even consider it humility. I mean, it's just music playing, and people just. I think people tend to hype more of the wrong stuff than the right stuff in this. So,
Correct.
my blessings come from the fact of being, for me personally, the type of person that I am, not really what I do. The music playing is just a natural thing because I've been doing it for so long. I think if people like the person, they tend to get more. So
Right.
I I feel love whenever I'm around you guys. I feel love around Jerome. I feel love around Sonny. It's always been positive, and that's the biggest part of this for me. Um, I had mentioned, so I'm on this show that's going to get advertised on a later date. I had mentioned to people that I might be a year out before I'm done. I all all I's dotted, T's crossed, or whatever that people want to say it is. It's just I don't know. It's time. I'm ready to go back to just the guy sitting in the back enjoying the music. So there's a couple of things that I gotta do left. I'm gonna do my best to get to them. If not, chalk it up as I tried and it didn't work out.
Right.
In saying that, again, I appreciate everything you guys do for me. I appreciate
Likewise.
what you guys do. Period. It is like I said. This is
Thank you.
the house music culture. At some point in time, needs to get younger. It
Agreed.
needs
It
to
does.
get younger. We are. I'm gonna be old, soon. Also, this just crossed my mind too. GB Disco, my group, of course. May 19th, first Sunday in the park. We start May 19th. We end Labor Day Sunday, or the Sunday before Labor Day.
Okay.
Every Sunday. Doesn't matter whether it's raining, it can snow, and we'll still go.
Don't jinx us.
It will snow. I know
Come
it will.
rain, come hell, come sleet,
Yep,
come snow.
we
Right.
we better than the post office. We don't take days off. So at some point in time, I really would like you guys to come out and record a Sunday. And we got some. Matter of fact, I'm a pub for DJ Juicy. Mother's Day in July is the 14th, I believe. It's the 14th of July. Mother's Day. I'll end up putting the flyer up. However, there are all day, all female DJs, and we also have Lady Alma performing.
Okay.
So if you guys aren't doing anything on the 14th of February, July, yeah, if you can come out and just do like scenic things and just take pictures and record or whatever, more importantly, just come
Right.
and get
Send us your flyers.
get our vibe.
Yes.
Send us your flyers because I generally try to add them into our stream.
Okay.
So send us your flyers so I can put it up and so everybody else can see what you have going on as well.
Got
and,
you.
And I add them to our Instagram and our Facebook pages. All the
I
time.
appreciate that. We will also have a Teresa Griffin performance
Okay.
somewhere down the line of the
Okay,
summer.
Cool.
So yeah,
Love them both.
I would really like for you guys to get involved in that. That would be nice. I think it would
Definitely.
be very great.
Definitely.
So we are at the end of the show. Because, like I said, I wasn't going to do an hour tonight because I am remote and there's other stuff going on. So anyway, this is WNUR HD1 in Chicago, Vintage House Radio Show, DJ Rocky with the Cinema Sessions crew again. New place, new progression. We're doing it big, or they're doing it big.
We are doing it big.
We're all doing it big.
So check them out, and I'll check you guys out next month.
Catch us at
The Bartend Doors.
Cinema Sessions.
Facebook and Instagram. You can follow us at Cinema Sessions Chicago. You'll see it. It'll be a purple logo, and we're at every Thursday. The Bartend Doors, 1251 West Taylor Street, Chicago, 60607. 6 until.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Your boy DJ Rocky checking out Vintage House Radio. Check us out next week. Peace.